Hello students, this chapter how do organism reproduce. This is the chapter from biology section in your science subject. The biology chapters now will be taken by me. I am your, let's say, new biology teacher, and we are going to study this chapter. First, how do organisms reproduce? Chapter number 8 from your textbook. In this chapter, we are going to learn about this process. In previous chapters of biology, which Rishikesh sir has taught you, in that chapter, you have learned about life processes. I think it was chapter number 5 or 6, life processes, in which you have studied different processes which are essential to continue our life, like digestion, respiration, excretion, and so on. These are the processes which are essential to sustain our life, to continue our life, or these are required to be alive. Now we are going to study another life process, which is reproduction. What is reproduction? Reproduction means to form a new organism. If we are human and we produce another human being, it is called as reproduction. If there is a cat and they produce another baby cat, there is a dog, there is elephant, every organism on this planet, they reproduce. So we are going to study this process, how different animals process this reproduction. We are going to study in this chapter. So let us put aside this how, because in this whole chapter we are going to learn how organism reproduce. But first of all, let us understand why it is necessary to reproduce, why it is necessary for every organism to produce another organism. Why? So these life processes which you have studied, they were necessary to sustain our life, but reproduction, it is not necessary. If you do not reproduce any new organism, it will not end your life. You will continue to live if you reproduce or not, but yet it is very necessary life process in our lifetime. So why? So answer is simple. You see around you there is a very much large diversity around us. Diversity means we see different species. This is species. In 9th standard you may have studied about diversity of life. You are now aware of this term, species and class, genus, phylum, etc. So you see around yourself there is a large variety of species, or you can say that there is a very much diversity. Now just think, if the first dog produced on this earth, very first dog on this earth, if that dog didn't reproduce, we will not see dog around us. Are you getting my point? If any species do not reproduce new organism of that species, this species will extinct. Means it will flourish off from this earth. It will do not exist anymore on this earth, because this diversity which we see around us, it is not containing only one individual. We see large, or you can say very huge amount of diversity. We see, if you see a dog, there are many dogs, many different species of dogs, and in every species there is not only one dog, not only one individual, it is a whole population of individuals. That's why we are able to see it, because it is a population, not a single individual. So how does this great population achieved? By reproduction. If one organism or one species do not produce other organism of that species will stop to exist. So every species on this earth have to reproduce to sustain their species, not sustain their life, but to sustain their species. If we talk about human beings, we are forced, or we are compulsory, it is for us to marry someone. Why? To continue our heredity, to continue our inheritance, to continue our surname. So this same concept applies here. To continue the species, organism must reproduce. This is the answer of why it is necessary to reproduce, to sustain our species, to sustain our population. Now let us study how this procedure is done. When we say that there is a species, let us talk about human beings. So human beings is one species. The scientific name of our is Homo sapiens. So how can we say that all the human beings on this earth belongs to only this species, Homo sapiens? By our body design. Because if we are from India, or any human being from America or Japan or Australia, everyone will have two pair of arms, two pair of legs, one nose, a pair of ears, pair of eyes, and 5 digits in each arm. So this is our body design, and it is same from human being to human being. It is always same. So if we are going to reproduce another copy of Homo sapiens, so it should contain same body design, otherwise it will not consider as Homo sapiens. Exceptions are there, of course. Sometimes from birth children may be defected, it may be handicapped. These are exceptions, but if you are talking about general system, it is always having same body design. So another question arises: if one organism reproduce, or if one organism produce another organism or another individual, does these two individuals are exactly copies of each other? So the topic name of this topic is: do reproduction produce exact copy of themselves or not? If we are going to produce another organism, it will be having exact copy of the parent. We see that from every species we are having same body line, but yet we are different from every individual on this planet. If there are 1.3 billion people in our country, India, they are all having same body design, but they are all differing from one another at some point. So they produce same body design but doesn't produce exact copy, because we are different from each other. Let us study how. In 9th standard you may have learned about DNA and chromosome. DNA is deoxyribonucleic acid, and DNA with protein makes chromosome. We know that function of DNA and chromosome is to contain genetic material and also transfer this genetic material from parents to offsprings. Offspring means children, new individuals. The genetic information or material which is present in parents is transferred from parents to offsprings. So why this genetic material or DNA or chromosome is transferred from parents to offsprings? Because the mechanism or process or information for producing this exact body design is stored in DNA. We learned that if any organism reproduce, it is compulsory that new organism have same body design. So it is done by DNA, because we know that this DNA, they produce protein. Now this protein makes our body design. If we want to produce a new organism, that organism should contain DNA of the parents, which will produce this protein, which will produce the exact body design of that species. So if this DNA is anyhow altered, the information in DNA is anyhow altered or changed, so this protein will be changed and ultimately the body design will be different. So this DNA should be transferred from parents to offspring as the same. It should contain same structure, same information, because the body design should not change in the species. So if we are going to learn about how reproduction occurs, we should learn that copy of DNA or DNA copy is the first or basic requirement for reproduction, because here DNA is being transferred from parents to offspring, and DNA will decide whether the body design should be this or that. So DNA should be copied, because it is not given by parents to offspring. The original copy stays in parents. Offsprings, they get the another copy, that is DNA copy. So first of all, we have to produce copies of DNA in parents which can be transferred to offspring. So to produce DNA copy, the process is called as DNA replication. Production of same DNA from parent DNA is known as DNA replication. So by this DNA replication, the transfer of DNA will be such as we want. So body design will not differ and species can continue to live one individual after another by reproduction. So this is the basic of reproduction, why reproduction is necessary and what is the basic process of reproduction. So when this DNA is being replicated or when the copy of DNA is being prepared, we know that DNA is very long polymer. Polymer means any chemical structure which is having more than one monomer. Maybe you are aware of these words from chemistry subject. So DNA is very long structure having thousands of chemical elements in that. So to make exact copy of that 1,000 chemicals is very hard process. So every time when DNA is being replicated, there is some changes. Always there are some changes. These changes are called as variation. That's why we have same body design, yet we differ from each another. We have variation because during DNA replication some chemical structures are altered. It will not always change our body design, but it always change our looks. We are always differing from one another. It is variation. We will study about this in our next lecture. If you are having any problems with my method or with my content, anything, you can ask me personally on WhatsApp. We will continue this chapter from tomorrow. Thank you, students.